ranked matchups, massive upsets, even a fight or two. It's a rivalry game that has defined both of these programs for generations. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFB this year, the Clemson Tigers taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And they're not on the same page there. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows, a little bit back and forth, some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Caught in the backfield, it's man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Gets home, they knock him down back at the 45. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the deep.
He's got it inside the 30. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets the 1st down and more. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers, they can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
The Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. The trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state, and bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
Snags a quick pass on the left. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt him. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the option.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the mark. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed. And he showed some of it there.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He leaves it with his back. Turning it on! They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score.
Well, they're trying to catch the defense off guard there with the bootleg. I don't think the ball handling was great by the quarterback. One reason why it didn't really fool anybody defensively. Give the defense credit. Good job with their eyes. They don't give up too many yards at all.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is third down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why. Six on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, he found the space on the right. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He'll pull it on the read. stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
Trying play action. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man down the middle. Finally corralled and not before. He picks up the first down.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hand. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends.
Here we go, Shaq.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. They go to the ground. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down.
Now, 4th down.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It's good. And they go back on top.
And That's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He'll ride his man on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to throw, it's Westbrook. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. We have a new #1 team in the nation this week. Guys, they've made it to the mountaintop, and usually that just means now everybody's shooting at you.
I think a lot of people are waiting to see is how they wear this #1, if they change it all moving forward. But, David, talking to their players this week, they were saying they knew they were the #1 team before the season even started. Everybody else is just figuring that out now.
Yeah, and you got to love the
intercepted for the 11th time. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, South Carolina. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and read this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They go right back to him. There he goes. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC is so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. Always always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful. Oh, a lot of space. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Gamecocks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Clemson.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Got a man. It's Skinner. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cockeyed. release the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Look out, he's got room! These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
And the Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it, trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keep. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Under fire. Fires downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Couldn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
It's as if you're in GOAT in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Snags it over the middle. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the 1st half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the 2nd half.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. With jet sweep pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this league, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed.
Makes the grab inside the 30. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Clemson set up with another 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. They're going to run it to the right. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And he's still running after the move. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Quarterback keeps it. Got room to work. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Got his man quickly. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Quickly complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
The give out of the gun. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. And the Gamecocks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. On the move. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. The Gamecocks line it up with a first and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. Finds his big tight end. Oh, it's a fumble. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Westbrook. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Some fresh air. Smashes through the tackle. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger. The Tigers putting down a big paw print right now as they start to pull away from the Gamecocks.
And I think you kind of get this here we go again feeling. Clemson had the upper hand in this series for a while now. Clemson always talked about, always loved. South Carolina's got to answer.
I feel like Clemson's been winning on the recruiting trail between these two teams in the last several years now, and I think that's really starting to show itself on the field today.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try the run. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. They snapped it to the up end. He's on the run. And the gamble works in their favor this time as they pick up the first down. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Now he's looking into the middle. Makes a grab on the shot. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wideout. Keeps it on the bootleg. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
All right, that's one the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
Nestled just inside that right upright. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Bowling Green is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Buffalo. Any big developments here on the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Westbrook. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
Yeah, and I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Split backs here. Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. Inside and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. That might be the proverbial fourth quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Fires left. It's complete. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Lofts one high and deep. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
South Carolina, 37.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. On the option. Turning it on.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Oh, better look out! They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Yeah, nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. He'll do it himself. Nice move to keep running. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you just sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a part of each offense the zone read has become. As we're seeing more and more athletic quarterbacks on rosters now, that is a staple of the sport.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. QB draw. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Mark down after 44. First down for the offense.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. It's a draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Westbrook. Finds his man, it's Brown. And a sweet catch on a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking for room, it's Rice. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here tonight.
South Carolina did a lot of throwing before the game, but as it turns out, the chicken curse is alive and well as Clemson wins the Palmetto Showdown. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.